What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BT16, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our next deck profile for the Digimon TCG of the BT16 format. We're starting off with our green TyrantKabuterimon deck. We got our new green deck, Insectoid deck. I've been excited for this one for a while. I just like the kind of playstyle of this new Insectoid line, and the deck is doing pretty good in competitive play. We've seen some results from TyrantKabuterimon in I think the Oceania regionals that just happened, so definitely stronger than its predecessor, the BT15 Hercules Kabuterimon stuff. So it's cool to see that coming up as well, and we'll get into it. We'll talk about our deck profile choices, why I did the things that I did, and you guys can leave, if you want to, you can comment and give me suggestions, as well as comment on what you liked about the deck and what you thought I could do better. And yeah, and hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we have our eggs here. Of course, we play the 4 Modimon, which is end of your turn. This Digimon, if this Digimon has the Insectoid trait, it may attack an opponent's Digimon. So it lets you suspend your Digimon at the end of the turn. Attack, get a swing in, and then have your guy suspended for the next turn, which is what you want in this deck. We also play 1 Narrowmon because it has the all turns. When this Digimon is suspended, it gets 1000 DP. Maybe you get to 5 eggs, probably not, but it can also be relevant because it's all turns. Having that extra 1000 can come up. So I like to have the 5th egg. Getting into our level 3s, we have the Tentomon from BT15, 4 copies. He has the start of main phase ability by suspending 1 Digimon, not your Digimon. 1 Digimon could be either yours or your opponent's. One of your Digimon with the Insectoid trait gets plus 3000 DP so the end of your opponent's turn. So it can help you make your guys super big, and it doesn't have to be the stack you're going to build, or it doesn't have to be him. It could be another Digimon, like a stack you're building. And then it has the all turns once per turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon by battle, gains memory. So the whole thing is with you're going to be redirecting attacks a lot of your opponent, so you can potentially end their turn prematurely if you kill something with your stack. We have the 4 Kabuterimon from BT16. Is not like Kokuwagamon, so it's unfortunately you can't use the X-Antibody stuff with this, which would be super good. But it's a really good searcher because it's on play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Insectoid trait among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. It's also got the all turns inheritable. While this Digimon is suspended, it gains plus 1000, so again, getting you extra DP, so he's your main searcher in the deck. We play 2 copies of Kunamon from BT14 on play by suspending this Digimon, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, add 1 greed card among them to the hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. This card can search HVD. It can search options, tamers, or Digimon. Just has to be green. So I like this because it adds a little bit more consistency to the deck. And then lastly, we play 2 Pomamon, Floodgate card. All turns players can't play Digimon by effects, so locks your opponent from going wild. I like the Floodgates. You could play more Floodgates like Terriermon for the Kunamons, but I like the Kunamon adds consistency to the whole Insectoid portion of this deck. I also like Lotmon as another option. You could switch out for the Kunamons and give your guys potential alliance, which is really good, but I'm choosing to go with the Insectoid, kind of basing my the deck more Insectoid based. So that's it. 12 level 4s, or level 3s. I don't know why I say level 4s. Level 3s. For our level 4s, we have 4 of the new Blade Kuwagamon. It's a machine, but it also has the rule that it's also treated as Insectoid type. It has on play when digivolving, one of your Digimon gets plus 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Also has the same all turns inheritable as the Kabuterimon to get it while it's suspended. Your Digimon gains plus 1000. It's a 4-cost hard play, 2 to Digivolve, so that's always really good, helping you get into your level 4 line if you can't get level 3s for super cheap. and making him 7k off the bat. We play 2 of the Kabuterimon from BT15, which has the all turns while this Digimon is suspended. It isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon, and it has the all turns inheritable when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, gain 1 memory, just like the Tentomon. So if you have those guys in a stack, you can potentially end your opponent's turn really easy. If they're at 1, you can take them right past 0 and end their turn. Then he is good, but just the fact that you're not always going to want to have him on board because he's not going to have the hugest amount of DP, even with some of the buffs. So it's not going to be, his unaffected by effects is really good, but he's still not always going to survive. So 2 of him I think is fine. We play 2 Kuwagamon for the promo Kuwagamon, which has the on-play when Digivolving. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until the end of their turn, which can be really good. It's also another 4-cost drop for a level 4, which is really good, as well as the 2-cost Digivolution. And it also has a year turn inheritable of plus 2,000 DP, which is huge. I like to play 2 Kuwagamon X-Antibody. You could play just 4 promo Kuwagamon, but I do like the X-Antibody just because it's a free Digivolution on the Kuwagamon. If not, it's Digivolving for 2, and it does give you inheritable piercing, while this Digimon has the Insectoid in its traits, so that can be really good, which you're always going to have pretty much. That's it for a level 4. It's just the 10 level 4s. On our level 5s, we play 2 Mega Kabuterimon. A lot of people are playing 1. I like 2. It's a Blast Digivolve, on play when Digivolving. One of your Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if one of their Digimon is attacking, you may switch the target of the attack to this Digimon. All turns while this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by your opponent, by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. So again, really good. It's automatically 10 plus whatever buffs you have when you bring them onto the board. It's got Overflow 3, but it's super strong, and it's a 4-cost drop, so it's really good. So that's why I like 2 of it, because I want to see it. 4 of the new Metal Life Kuwagamon BT16. It has the on-play when Digivolving, and this is something I've been noticing. They're doing a lot more on-play and when Digivolving effects in the game. It's got you may suspend one of your spend 1 Digimon, so yours or your opponent's. Then one of your Digimon gets 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. So you still get that 3,000 DP even if you can't suspend something, because that's the you may portion. And then opponent's turn once per turn. When opponent's Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your suspended Digimon with the Insectoid trait. So again, he's good because he's like the Izzy, like your new Izzy. You don't need to have your Tamer all the time because he can do the same thing with the inheritable. So really good. For the last level 5s, we play some 1-ofs. 1 Argomon, super good. Digisorption going into your level 5 for free, and it suspends your Digimon, which is what you want to do in this deck. When you pass turn anyways, and then it's inheritable when attacking, you may play 1 green Digimon card from your hand, level 3. Suspended without paying the cost, so you can play your Searcher, you can play the Kunamon. Kunamon wouldn't be so good because you won't get its effect. You can play the Tentomon, which can be really good. You can play the Pomamon and lock out your opponent from playing Digimon by effects, so it can be super, super good. I play 1 Okuwagamon, the promo. It has the your turn when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with an Insectoid in its traits. All of your opponent's Digimon gain all turns when this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 1 memory until the end of your opponent's turn. So that can be really good as well, especially with other abilities in the deck. Basically being able to gain memory for using when Digivolving and suspension effects. And then as well, you have inheritable piercing if it has the Insectoid trait. So that's really, really good. And then lastly, I play 1 Rhino Kabuterimon because even though he's a hybrid and you don't get the hybrid low Digivolution cost, you do have the when attacking if this card with hybrid or Insectoid in its traits is if a card with hybrid or insectoid in its traits is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with the Insectoid or 10 Warriors in its traits in your hand for a memory cost of 3. So you can go into Tyrant for 3, which he is a 6 cost, which is actually pretty huge. So I like having one of that. I'm testing that. If I don't like it, I'll probably drop it for another Okuamon. But right now, I think like I got the piercing from the Kuwagamon X-Antibodies, so I didn't need a lot of copies of that. But I do like having it because you're not always going to have the Kuwagamons. So yeah, that's my choice on that one. Like 9 level 5s, kind of big level 5 line. Onto our boss monsters, we have the TyrantKabuterimon himself. He has play cost 14,000 DP, Digivolves for 6 on a 5, or on a level 6 with Insectoid in its traits and a play cost of 13 or less, it Digivolves for 2. So you can't Digivolve on himself, which is probably a smart thing. When Digivolving, you may play one Digimon card with the Insectoid or Larva trait from your hand with a play cost reduced by 8. So you can play a lot of big stuff for cheap. All turns while this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by your opponent's Digimon effects. And then end of your turn once per turn. By suspending one of your other Digimon, return one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as the Digimon this effect suspended to the bottom of the deck. So you get to play out a big body. You can suspend it and then bottom deck something your opponent, and now you have 2 Digimon that you can redirect attacks into on your opponent's turn. And big Digimon they have to get over, or else you're going to be swinging next turn. So really, really good. Play 3 Grand Kuwagamon Ace. It's a Ace card, level 6, so it has overflow 4. Play cost of 7, which is really good because it does some crazy stuff. So obviously you can Blast Digivolve, on play when Digivolving, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Cards this effect suspended can't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. Then delete one of their suspended Tamers. That's just awesome. Like I was playing Magna X against this, or this was playing my Magna X against this, and my friend kept deleting my Davises, and it was just frustrating. And then you have to get over this, or else they can go into Tyrant next turn for 2. So it's a good card. And then your turn once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended, one of your Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. So that's really cool because you can give himself security attack +1. You can give another big stack you have security plus whenever you suspend him. So that's really cool. So again, in true Grand Kuwagamon fashion, just killing your opponent even faster. Play 1 Hercules Kabuterimon from BT15. Good card you can play off the TyrantKabuterimon. Start of your main phase or when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. One of your Digimon gains piercing for the turn. So it can be really good in combination with the Tyrant, as well as helping you bottom deck things because it's 12,000 DP. And then all turns while this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. Again, really good. We play 1 Shibamon. Opponent's turn, while all of your Digimon are suspended, your opponent's Digimon can't use option cards. So this is really good because it helps you lock out option cards. Is the only thing that can affect you, as well as when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Again, super good because you can play it for free, or well, for like 4 with the Tyrant, and it puts pressure on your opponent to ignore the Tyrant and get this off the board, as well as helps protect your Tyrant from option cards. So really, really good. So that is our level 6s. A lot of level 6s. 9 of them. And then for our Tamers, we play our Izzy, which is our memory Tamer, as well as the card on our opponent's turn that allows us to suspend it to redirect an attack to one of our suspended Digimon with the Insectoid trait. So just like Metal Life, super important there. You gotta play him. 3 copies is good enough, I feel. You want to see him, but you don't want it to clog up your hand because you only really need to play 1 of it. And you have the Metal Life as well, so like 3 copies is just fine. For our options, we play 2 copies of Green Mem Boost, 2 copies of Agility Training. I do like 2 and 2. I feel like they're not more important than the others. You don't have a lot of Tamers or options, so this isn't bottom decking a lot, and sometimes having memory over reducing Digivolution costs is okay because you already have some reduced abilities in here. So sometimes just having the extra memory is good, especially when it lets you play like a memory tamer or something. Play 2 Super Shocker, which allows you to suspend a level 6 or lower Digimon. Then one of your Digimon with Insectoid Terrain gets plus 3,000 till the end of your opponent's turn. It's 2 cost option, really, really strong. It activates its main effect off security and then adds it to your hand, so you can use it twice. So again, I really like that card. It's really good. And then we play 1 HPD because the card's busted. It honestly shouldn't be in the game, but it's at 1, so you play it, and it's super strong, especially with those big cost TyrantKabuterimons to Digivolve into. So yeah, that is the deck, guys. Tell me what you guys think. What do you think I could do anything differently? Do you like the play style of the deck? What other ideas do you have that could, add to the deck? I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But that's how I am taking this deck right now. And like I said, let me know what you think. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.